Hey everyone, welcome to English with Hassan 1 and 2. If you're looking to master English, you're in the right place. Whether you're starting from scratch or aiming to improve your skills, I'm here to make your journey fun, easy, and super effective.
WH word questions are questions starting with WH words, including what. So I need here to re-explain what the meaning of these words. So we use what when we ask questions about things. We use when we ask about time. We use where when we ask about a place. We use who when we ask about a person or people. We use which when we ask about a choice to choose between two things. We use why when we ask about the reason, why we did something, and how when we ask about the manner or the method, etc. Let's continue. So the words that start today's lesson are what, how, where, when, why, who, which, how many, and how much. But we are not going to see all of them. We are going to see just some of them today in this lesson. Let's continue. So let's see the rule of WH questions, rules in present simple. So we have WH, so we put 3 dots. It means we can put what, where, when, so whatever WH word you can put here, plus do, plus subject, plus verb, plus complement. For example, why do you speak English? Why do you speak English? And the answers, rules in present simple, always we start with the subject plus verb plus complement. I speak English, and we continue the answer. Let's see. So this is the rule: WH plus do plus subject plus verb. When do I speak? Why do I speak? What do I speak? So always we start with WH, but don't forget do, because the student they put, for example, why, but they say why I speak. No, why do I speak? So always when we have WH words, don't forget do. So the students focus and concentrate on what or how, and they forget do. So don't forget do. So when we say why do I speak English, the answer, you speak English because this and this and this. The second one, WH word, do you speak? So why do you speak English? I speak English because this and this and this. So this is the singular form. Let's go to the plural form. In the plural form, always we have when or what or how or whatever word, WH word, plus do we speak. Why do we speak English? The answer, we speak English or you speak English because. So the second one, why do you speak English? And I'm speaking to a group of people. We speak English because this and this and this. And the last question, why do they speak English? They speak English because of this and this and this. So let's continue. Pay attention to the open questions. I repeat all the time, I repeat this. Open questions are always start with what, where, who, how, why, when, which. In these types of questions, you can't answer just with yes or no. So you should give a full and complete sentence. Subject, verb, and complement. Let's see. So the first question they may ask you, for example, I will ask you this question: what language do you speak? So try to answer me. So I'm asking you now, what language do you speak? Read the answers. What language do you speak? I speak Arabic. And we can say, I speak just Arabic. It means I speak just one language. Or, I speak French. I speak just French, just one language. The third answer, I speak German, or I speak just German. It means that I speak just one language, because there are people who speak just one language. They are called monolingual. Monolingual, it means they speak just one language. And the last answer, what language do you speak? I speak Italian, or I speak just Italian. Let's continue with the same question. What language do you speak? Read the answer. What language do you speak? I speak just Chinese, or I speak Chinese. I speak English. I speak just English. I speak Japanese. I speak just Japanese. I speak Portuguese. I speak just Portuguese. So this question, because the question says what language, it means just one language. Let's see the plural form. In this slide we have many languages. What languages do you speak? So in this question, we can answer by two languages or more. For example, you can say, I speak Arabic and French. So two languages. Or you can say, I speak Arabic, French, and a little English. So let's repeat the question. What languages do you speak? I speak Arabic, French, and a little English. Second answer. What languages do you speak? I speak French, English, and a bit of Arabic. So a little or a bit of means the same. What languages do you speak? I speak German, Arabic, and a little English. What languages do you speak? I speak Italian, Spanish, and a bit of Chinese. Let's go to the following slide with the same question. What languages do you speak? I speak Chinese, Japanese, and a little bit of English. So a little or a little bit or a bit the same. What languages do you speak? I speak English, Arabic, and a little bit of French. What languages do you speak? I speak Japanese, English, and a little bit of Spanish. The last question. What languages do you speak? I speak Portuguese, Spanish, and a little bit of German. So let's practice them. Now, where do they speak English? When we ask this question, we mean the countries of the world in where people speak English. So the first question, where do they speak English? They speak English in the United States. They speak English in Canada. They speak English in Australia. Not Australia, Australia. Where do they speak English? They speak English in England. They speak English in Scotland. They speak English in Wales. They speak English in Northern Ireland. So these four countries, they are the United Kingdom. They form the United Kingdom. Let's continue. Where do they speak English? Oh no, where do you speak English? I am asking you. Where do you speak English? I speak English at the American Center in Madrid. I speak English at the British Center in Barcelona. I speak English at our English local school. I speak English at college. Let's continue. Where do you speak English? I speak English at university. I speak English at home with a private teacher. I speak English at a language school. I speak English to my friends online. Let's go to the next slide. When do you speak to your parents? So when, we mean the time. When do you speak to your parents? So you don't live with your parents. You live in another country or in another city, and you don't speak to them every day. So you can speak to them every day, but let's see, when do you speak to your parents? So when do you speak to your parents? I speak to my parents 3 times a week. Students, they say parents. It's not parents, parents. Parents. I speak to my parents 3 times a week. I speak to my parents every fortnight. Fortnight means 2 weeks or 15 days. I speak to my parents once a month. So look at once a month. So once a month. I speak to my parents twice a month. Once a month, it means 1 time a month, and twice a month means 2 times a month. Let's continue with the same question. When do you speak to your parents? I speak to my parents every day, 7 days a week. I speak to my parents at the weekend. So it depends. In some countries, the weekend is Saturday and Sunday, and in some countries, it's Friday and Saturday. I speak to my parents once a week, 1 time a week, 1 day a week. I speak to my parents twice a week, 2 days a week. Let's continue. Now the question is why. It means we are going to give the reason. Always when we ask question with why, the answer is always with because. Why do you speak English fluently? Fluently, it means without big problems. I speak English fluently because I am English. I speak English fluently because I was born in England. Sorry. I speak English because fluently because I was born in the US, in the United States of America. I speak English fluently because I was born in Australia. Let's continue with the same question. Why do you speak English fluently? I speak English fluently because I was born in Scotland. I speak English fluently because my father is English. Sorry. I speak English fluently because my mother is English. Let's continue. When do you speak to yourself? So this is the last question in this lesson. When do you speak to yourself? I speak to myself when I am very happy. I speak to myself when I am very sad. I speak to myself when I don't know what to do. I speak to myself when I have problems. Let's continue with the same question. When do you speak to yourself? I speak to myself as I don't trust people. I speak to myself when I am alone. I speak to myself before I sleep.
And with that, we've reached the end of today's lesson. If you liked the video, don't forget to hit the like button and share it with your friends. Share with us in the comments what you learned or if you have any questions. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel and activate the notification bell so you don't miss any new lessons. Together, we'll make learning English a fun and easy experience. I'll see you in the next video, God willing. Goodbye.